Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's been 3 months, but can you really blame me with everything that's going on right now? Yeah. Anyways, we're continuing where we left off, and that's heading to the city. Dun. Love this sound, by the way, or this song. Anyways, once we enter the city proper, we get stopped by the guide, who basically goes over everything about the city. The big crab apple. Got a little of this guy, am I right? I'm pretty sure we only see this guy like once. Anyways, with that he gives us like the points of interest of the city, which obviously I'll go like in a little bit more detail once he's done speaking. So to start off, we got the shell guy. I don't know how to say that word. Anyways, mainly we could just buy like insurance to buy shells and then use them again when we die and respawn, or we could just buy new shells off of him. Yeah, so you could just read this is the shell insurance, and then he also has some unique shells that we could buy. Anyways, next up on our little adventure is the curator, the museum dude. Right now there's nothing we could do with him. Just this conversation. But he plays an important role later on. And second to last is this woman over here. So she sells us the stowaways. These like they basically just give us a little buff most of the time. So just in case you don't know what stowaways are up to like this point, they're basically just like little like like things that you could have to give you a small little bonus. Like some defense or more attack. Like as you could see, like the blaze, the limpard, and then lastly is Hammerhead, and he's the guy who upgrades our fork, and that's about it. He can't really. He only makes like our fork stronger. I'm surprised he didn't also add in like a feature where he makes like the shell stronger. But I guess that would be kind of hard to implement since there's so many shells. Anyways, with that, our fork gets an upgrade. Nice. And then lastly, this little cutscene plays. This twat who stole our shell. Get a little of this guy, am I right? Of course, we're still following you. I just love that there's like I don't even know what that car's for. I don't know why that dude's like even driving around, or if you can even interact with him. Anyways, now we get like a little bit of a lore dump, little cutscene.
Everyone get your baskets! Don't miss out!
Back on! I saw it first! Get your own trash, lump suckers!
What is that thing?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be!
Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Custinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say! If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say!
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashy shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first! Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city!
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north here. May the best, Crab!
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me. I say...
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey, kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah! I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha, yeah, you go, kid! Roland can't tell us what to do! That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first!
The corporations don't control us!
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know what you just dove into, kid. See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
Alright, and with that, the cutscene's over. And now we enter in the new area. This place is called the Sands in Between. And of course, these are our fellow adventurers here to accompany us, but spoiler alert, they don't do nothing. It's all us. We carry the team on our back. Anyways, they just give us like a little warning, tell us where to head over. You know, the average. It's pretty barren. by the way, the sands in between. I might just like dead ass just cut this part out and just go straight into the next area. Anyways, let's talk to the curator guy. Getting that last bit of lore for you guys who give a shit, I guess. Anyways, I just skipped the sands in between because there's nothing. Literally nothing. There's like one boss, but I just ran away from it because we're not supposed to fight him yet. Anyways, we meet the guard again from the Queen's Castle. He's all dripped out now. The infection. Again, for like certain words, they do like that. They change the text, and it's pretty intriguing. Anyways, now that we talked to him, we can just go ahead and skip ahead to talking to our rival. I mean, the trailer said that he was our rival. He hasn't done any rival-like action yet. Sick ass developers, brother. W game though. And we find ourselves the first moon shell, and we enter in the expired grotto. This place is gonna be split up into two parts. This me giving a general overview of this expired grotto for this video, and then the sushi area for the next video. And then there's like 3 massive parts to this area, so we'll just go over like them pretty quickly, and like the boss in each section, since there's 3 bosses. But this place is beautiful, and that music. Anyways, yeah, this area is very like jungle-like, I guess. This is also supposed to be like the poison swamp areas that every Dark Souls have. And we get introduced to our first new enemy, this Twit, the archer guy. And these normal crabs also get a new attack where sometimes, as you just saw, they have a spear that they could throw and pull us into. But I'm pretty sure some of them already had that. But yeah. This place is littered with those archer crabs, and they only get more annoying as you progress. They're placed on high ledges to snipe you around. And they also have 2 types of attacks, or multiple. So they're able to like knock you back, put in a long distance shot, but they also have the ability to do a quick close range shot if you get too close to them. And that's depending on how like the crab is how they angle their claw. So he does like a long range shot here, and then look for it right here. This is their close range attack. So, you know, pretty interesting. Yeah, I goddamn hate those, by the way. They're littered all over this place, and they're just so goddamn annoying. Anyway, skipping ahead. Around the area, again, there's like more enemies and some secrets that you can miss if you don't go exploring. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't explore, because it's kind of becomes more and more necessary as you progress the game to explore. Such as some enemies start dropping loot, like the striker right here. And a little bit up ahead, as you can see right here, we find a clam. And we get a little upgrade to the Yumi, which is quite nice. But yeah, it's very important to explore these areas, especially now that we're going to be fighting a lot more bosses. And going up ahead, we go near like this milk carton village over by this hill and fight another archer. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said that they're all over this place. And areas like this require us to sneak around the urchins if we don't want to get pricked. Yeah. Yeah, and like segments like this, there's some like parkour that we could do. Fly over. And this is like where enemy placement really starts to get hard. You really gotta like make sure like you know like where you're going into, or else you could just easily like fall down to your death. And I was not lying when I said archers are all over this place. See, there's already another one trying to snipe us. As with that, we could grab this and we grab a puffer quill. And yeah, the point that I want to hammer home is that you have to explore these areas when you play this game, because if you don't, you're going to end up fighting a boss and you're going to be stuck there getting your legs smashed in, and it's not going to be pleasant. Speaking about bosses, when I was exploring around, I came across this boss, which is a mandatory boss that you have to fight, I believe. Yeah. But this is actually where the video's ending. There's still more. This is my first attempt, and I had a second attempt. But yeah, I just didn't want to like talk over those parts, so yeah. Thank you for watching the video. The second part will be coming out, and I'll be talking about the sushi area. And then for the third part, that's actually going to be live commentary with me and my friends, because they were there. So stay in tuned for that part. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll try to like make like a consistent upload schedule, like at least like probably once a week. I'll try instead of like once every 3 months. And I'm not a big YouTuber. I can't be dropping a video every year and expect it to like grow. But yeah, thank you for watching. As these videos progress though, I switch over to like live commentary. I feel like I can make it more interesting, especially with me and my friends having like conversations and stuff, and it's not just my awkward ass talking. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hit a like, leave a subscribe, tell me if you hate my video or not. Anyways, have